Hello everyone, this is Rex. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I thought it would be really cool to read a sports romance. I have never read a sports romance before, so I thought it would be perfect for you and I to read it together. But first, let's go get coffee or matcha, shall we?
け散る形のない思いの罠冷たい夜の孤独だけ心を締め付け続ける目覚めることのない夜届かぬ光をただ見る探すたびに遠ざかる闇の中で全て消える何もない見つめるだけ何もない眺めるだけ何もない見つめるだけ何もない眺めるだけ暗闇の中で揺れる光と影が交わる夢に残る記憶さえ幻として消えてゆく全てが消えるその前に静けさだけが広がる進む道も戻る道も今日だけがそこに残る
You guys, time for an update, but I am 150, I don't know, like almost 200 pages in, and I realized that I didn't tell you much about the book, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm reading Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and it is a sports romance. It is my first sports romance. It's college sports romance kind of thing. And she, the main character, is Stasi, because she's Anastasia. I don't even know how to pronounce that name correctly, because in Spanish I would say it's Anastasia. So, Stasi, let's say. And Nate. She is a figure skater, and Nate, who is the main character, is a hockey player. So that has been really fun to read. Nate is like the captain of the hockey team, so that it gives him the reputation of kind of a player, you know, that type of vibe. And Stasi is just the figure skater that is really focused on her career because she want to get to the Olympics, and she is kind of afraid of commitment, but they like each other. So that has been really interesting and really fun to read. I also have to say this book is quite spicy. I knew it was a bit spicy, but it is spicy right off the bat. Like the first chapter, you jump right to it. But I like how it's not just only that so far. It's been a bit like that because the two characters are kind of getting to know each other and just falling for each other, that type of thing. But I'm only 150 pages in, so I think there's a lot more to the story and to the characters that I know so far. And I will be telling you guys what else I figure out, what else is the story, and what else about the sports aspect of the book is there, because that gets me really excited and I want to see more of it. Also, I have to say Nate's friends are just really funny. I really like Henry, and I know Daydream, which is the third book of the series, is about Henry, so I'm looking forward to that book. I have heard a lot of people say that's their favorite, so I kind of get the hype so far because I like the character right now. But also Lola, Stasi's best friend, she's like the best character ever. Like, she's so funny, she doesn't let anyone bully her, and she gets just whatever she wants, but she's funny, and I like their relationship. But so far, that's what I have to say, and that's a bit about this story. So I didn't tell you guys earlier what it was about, but now I'm gonna keep on reading because I'm hooked and I'm really enjoying this book.
Above the rolling hills stands a rock of legends old. Jump off rock where sorrow stills, a tale of love that time unfolds. Oh, jump off rock, you feel so grand, not cunning, all to this promised land. Yet for the Cherokee maiden's tragic fall, the moonlit night still casts a pall. Strife.
I'm at the part where all the drama is going down. Well, I don't know if all the drama, but drama is happening, and I'm not even 200 pages in. I don't know why I don't want to keep on reading. It's like, it's too much, and I don't like how it's affecting Nate and Stasi not trusting him, and I don't like Aaron at all. Like, I just despise him. He's that type of characters that you don't like him, and it pisses me off that Stacy and Aaron get along because they're friends, but he's just horrible. Aaron is Stacy's skating partner, and he's just horrible. Yeah. And it's funny because at the beginning of the book, I didn't really like Nate at all because I thought he was like a jerk. He's that type of character. I didn't really like him, but now I find it odd that I'm kind of rooting for him. But well, I'm gonna keep on reading despite not wanting to get into the drama. I have to push through.
Leaving his love to face the end. Up the trails she climbed, forgetting life. To the rocky edge where she did descend. Oh, jump off rock, you feel so grand. Beckoning all to this promised land. Yet from the Cherokee maiden's tragic fall, the moonlit night still casts a pall. Cast a pall. Easy, moderate, or a challenge dare. Hike the trails that lead you there. Gaze out on the blue ridges might as day fades into the dark of night. Oh, jump off rock, you'll feel so grand. Beckoning all to this promised land. Yet from the Cherokee maiden's tragic fall, the moonlit night still casts a pall. So come and see this wonder rare and feel the legends in the mountain air. Jump off rock, a place of grace where love and loss have left their trace. Cast a pall. They told me you're the reason I shine, as you loved all my seasons. Oh, chemistry unfolds. Oh, like never but before. But
Hey everyone, I finished it and I have a lot of things to say about it. First of all, I did not like the ending. It was not great, but the epilogue for me was like huge. No, it was just like one of the worst I have ever read. And I'm sorry, don't come at me if you liked it, but it just threw off the entire thing that we were coming from throughout the entire book. And I just didn't like it. It was a huge no from me. But let's talk about the other parts of the book. Let's comment about it. I think I'm gonna start by talking about the things that I quite not really enjoyed, and then we move on to the positive things and the things that I did enjoy, okay? So, one of the things I did not like a lot is that this book does not have trigger warnings, and I think there are a couple of subjects that should be known that they are gonna be here. Specifically speaking about eating disorders, because it's mentioned quite a lot in here and with a couple of different characters, and it's important part of the plot and the things that go down with a couple of other characters and the drama that's happening. So if you find that subject trigger for you, you should totally know that it comes in here, so you are prepared and it does not take you like off guard, okay? Another thing that threw me off was the way intimacy was talked about, and not necessarily the part about the intimacy, but how they were taking care of that. At the beginning it was just kind of normal, they were careful and stuff, but then it started to turn into I trust you. Stacy is like, I have been using the next day pill and I haven't had my period for like a couple of years now, and that is not healthy. That is one thing that I have to address because it's not good, and that is just a hormone disbalance that is not normal. If you go to the doctor and they say like they recommend that to you for certain things and stuff, but it's not normal, and I hope we don't normalize it because of it. I know every single person takes care of their intimacy part of their lives the way they want to, and that's completely fine, that's completely normal. I'm not saying you should do this or not. I'm just saying to do your research and take care of your body before you do anything that could prejudice yourself. Just have to address that because it was quite mentioned here, and it's not good, especially for the women and their bodies, what we have to endure and what changes can have in our bodies. So just please take care of yourself and do your research. Don't take so much advice from a book like this because it's not realistic and sometimes it's just not a good guide. Okay, we also saw at the end of the epilogue that it was not great. Now moving on into more specifically the theme of the book, because this is a sports romance and I told you this is my first sports romance and I really wanted to see a lot of sports into that, and it really mentioned that we see a lot of the things that happen here are thanks to that, because Stassi as a figure skater and Nate as a hockey player, for one thing or another, they end up having to share the arena. But I think that was about it, what we saw of the sports part of it. We see a lot of Stassi practicing in figure skating. Yeah, we see that, but we don't see much of the hockey part. And I would have loved to see more of that and know more about the sport. We see a lot of the interactions between the players and the team with Stassi, with Nate and everything, but that's about it. I think it just gravitates more towards the romance aspect of the book and the college aspect of what their characters are going through in their lives. Not so much about specifically the sports. It's really important. Yeah, we see a lot, their lives are like just focused on that, but we don't see a lot of it in the book. I don't know if it makes sense, but I would have loved to see a little bit more of the sports aspect into this. And for me, it was like a long part of the book. They were in the honeymoon phase, and there were moments when the drama would like pop up and things were happening, but they were just reaching more towards the end. I kind of forgot where the story was going, like what was the point of it all. And I think it would have been, I don't know, better to shorten it up and just get like a bit more of that fast-paced into the subjects and what actually was going on with the characters, because I feel as much as I love that romantic aspect of it, I think it dragged a bit too much for me. And that just speaking about the story in general, because there was a part at the beginning was just like segments, you know, like college life, then the romance honeymoon phase, and then the happily ever after. But I also liked a couple of things about this book, don't get me wrong. One of the things I did like was the way they talked about therapy. Like, it was a subject that is addressed, and I think it's important to see it from a perspective of someone at college and all the things that they are going through. I think it was important and I think it was great. It's not the main point of the story, but I think it was included in a nice way. Also, between the characters, I really like how they were all not sassy but playful with each other. They're constantly teasing each other, and I think it's so fun, and it added a lot to the interactions and the characters, because for example we see a lot of interactions with Stassi and Nate's team, because some of the team members live with Nate, and I think it was just fantastic to see their interactions with that kind of teasing part of it all. It was just so fun, and thanks to that, one of my favorite characters is JJ. I wish we could see an entire book just specifically meant for him. I'm sad because I think none of the other two books are about JJ, but one of my favorite characters, 10 out of 10. He was so fun and made this book like so enjoyable. Another character that I really like and I would have loved to see a bit more of the interactions with is Lola. She is fantastic. Lola is just one of those friends that will have your back, and it's just so fun but strong, and yes, open-minded, but also sure about what she believes in and doesn't let like anybody get bullied. Like, she's a real friend, and I really liked her. A character that I hated, like completely hated, was Aaron, and I didn't enjoy all the circles that were going around him and what all his attitudes were going. I despised that. It was not good, and I think Nate could have gotten to him in a better way, not just like the punishment at the end, because he did a lot of bad things through Stassi, and I didn't like that. I think they could have you know just dealt with him better. Overall, I think it's a really fast and cute read somehow, with its own dose of spice, as I told you. So if you are not going in a book liking spice, then don't pick up this one because it's a bit spicy. But it's romantic and it's really fun and really funny, and the interactions are really cool. It's just like that feeling of college vibe and college living. I think it made me feel somehow a bit nostalgic, but I really truly enjoy that. It's like just 430 I think pages long, and it's a fast read, and I think for a fluffy romantic book it's enjoyable. I rated it 3 stars because I enjoyed it, but it's not one of my favorites so far. I don't know if I will be reading more sports romance after this, maybe just this series and that's all. Again, if I could have taken that epilogue off, I would. I wish I didn't read it because it was awful. I didn't enjoy that. I told you guys, for me, throughout the entire story and the entire thing they were fighting for in the whole book, and I didn't like a couple of the things and phrases that were used. For example, like he gifts Nate her Stacy a Range Rover, and is known as the "sorry I accidentally knocked you up mom wagon." So no, that's a no for me. But if we don't think about the epilogue, the rest of the book was enjoyable, and I really like that this book has a playlist. I love books with playlists, so I will be doing one of all the songs in here and listen to them later. I will try to link the playlist down below if I manage to do it, so you all can listen to it if you wanna maybe read this book, or if you're just curious to know what the songs are, because there are a couple of good ones. Like we have Taylor Swift, we have Ariana Grande, Dua Lipa, Billie Eilish, even Sabrina Carpenter. So I'm excited to listen to all these together and think about what it's about the book. So I will try to link it down below too. This was an enjoyable vlog and enjoyable reading experience. As I was saying, I think I'm gonna continue reading eventually the whole other Maple Hills series, and I don't know when will I take again sports romance, but I think it was a nice, interesting start. So if you all are looking for a fluffy romance, kind of touching a little bit of sports into that, but also a cute one, I think it would be a great start. If you're not like really looking for a story that it's too deep, I think this is a fun, fast read. So absolutely, I would recommend it. It's not my favorite, but it was a good one. That would be all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for coming along with me and reading my first sports romance. I love having these experiences with you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!